Hey guys, welcome to the video for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. My name is Ventus SGN. In this FF7 Rebirth guide video, I'm going to tell you how to get one of the best combat accessories in the game, the Chocoking Cape. This item allows its wearer to enter into any fight with one full charge of ATB. If you pair that with a fully maxed first strike materia, you can start any fight with a full ATB bar, which could make all the difference in a lot of fights. Now really quick, before I show you how to get the cape, I want to give a shout out to Square Enix for sponsoring this video. Alright, so starting at Chapter 12 is when you have a chance to go and get the Chocoking Cape. It's a reward for winning 3 gold ranked chocobo races in the Golden Saucer during the quest called Gold Cup or Bust. When you have the Tiny Bronco in Chapter 12, you are tasked with heading to the Gold Saucer to look for the Keystone. If you head to the Chocobo Racing Square, you will find Billy, and when you talk to him, he tells you that he's signed Cloud up for the races. Now, to actually get to gold races, it's going to take a lot of chocobo races. I did it all in one sitting that took about 2 hours. First, you must complete all of the grade 3 races. This unlocks grade 2 races. For the grade 2 races, I did all of them up until the Alexander Siege, and then the grade 1 races were available to me. For the races in grade 3 and 2, you just do 1 race for each title. However, in grade 1 races, you must do 3 races in a row and must have more points than one racer known as Hyperion by the end of them to win. This means you must beat Hyperion 2 of the 3 races and do well in the 3rd race against him, though once you learn the track, he'll be pretty easy to beat. Now, I gotta tell you, these races are not that difficult. You do 3 laps in each race, and honestly, I won all the races except 2 the first try, until I got to the gold races. It all depends on what chocobo you're using because they all have different abilities. Gear also plays a huge role in your chocobo when it comes to speed and their abilities. I used a green chocobo because of its cornering ability and jumping abilities because I'm a sped and when it comes to obstacles, so when I get to them, provided I have the meter for it, I can just jump over the obstacles with the green chocobo's jump ability. The gear I used for most of these races was the full red scorpion set. The helmet increases acceleration, the chest increases the number of dash charges by 1, and the greaves lessen how much you slow when you leave the track. That ability, the lessen the track ability, I use that the most because I found out that when you drift around corners, you can cut across the grass on most of these turns and get in front of the other racers. But when I started doing the gold races, I switched the chocobo helmet to the debonair hat and the waistcoat to the tropical shawl. The debonair hat increases all chocobo attributes when near the first place chocobo, which will be Hyperion in the gold race, and the tropical shawl increases the efficacy of items picked up. Just a side note here, to get the debonair hat, you'll have to win one of the grade 3 races, and you're going to do that anyway. So by the time you win all of the grade 3 races, you're going to have the debonair hat. So when you start racing, the tips that I can give at first is to watch what the computer makes the other chocobo racers do and copy it. But then drift around the corners closer to the corner, and look for ways to cut corners whenever possible. It's all going to be about learning the tracks for sure though, but like I said, the grade 3 and 2 races are actually very simple and the computer makes the other racers mess up on purpose most of the time so you can win. You have to get first place in every single race until the gold races. Another tip I can give is drift as much as possible. Drifting gives you a speed boost the longer you're drifting. Also, while you're drifting, you can move your chocobo around slightly to correct your course. Pick up the blue balloons as often as possible to raise your speed to 10. The yellow balloons give you a speed boost dash when you press R1, and the red balloons fill up your special ability meter, so get the red ones as often as possible. I also found that the jump ability really helped on the gold races to hop over obstacles, especially the spinning circles that are on the ground. Hyperion, when you're racing against him, he'll lose speed going over those spinning circles, so whenever you see them, hop over them. But if jump isn't working for you, try one of the other chocobo abilities and see if those abilities work better for you. The yellow basic chocobo has a speed boost. The black one has rock solid, which enhances traction and prevents you from being knocked back during collisions. The orange has birdshot that fires projectiles in a straight line. The teal one has a hover ability that glides above the ground to avoid terrain traps and out-of-bound penalties. And the solid blue one has a homing missile. And just a side note, be sure to finish the Titan Slam race in grade 2 races as well to get the Hermes shoes. These grant haste to the wearer at the start of a fight. So to recap, you must complete all the races in grade 3, winning every single race. The grade 2, you only have to win 6 out of the 10 races before you're allowed to do grade 1 races, which are the gold races. In the gold races, you must get more points than Hyperion, which means winning 2 of the 3 races and getting a high placement in the 3rd race. Try and go for like 2nd place. When you finish the race and get more points than Hyperion, you get awarded with the Chocoking cape. Down in the comments now, do me a favor and let me know what combination worked the best for you and your Chocobo so others who watch this video can try and do what you did if my method isn't working. I'm kind of a sped and I probably could have had an easier time doing it if I went with a different Chocobo build, or it could be that my build works the best. I don't know. Only the comments will let us know for sure, so be sure to fill me in on what you use to win your races. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. If it was a help to you, you can show me your thanks by subbing to the channel and giving the video your like. My name is Ventus SGN. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Good luck!